So I'm going to start with emotionally. What was the most challenging part of this film to get right?
I think the most challenging thing was trying to juggle all the positions at the same time, producing and directing and acting, as well as having to work with so many veterans actors.
Hmm.
And they're all really experienced and they have their insight as well, right? But also, is the subject. This subject is obviously is a courtrooms scenes, right? We all seen these kind of subjects in the past. A lot of classic film. How do you combine the two elements was the hardest because I didn't want it to do a straight up a classic one of those prosecutor film, right? I had to combine the commercial elements because I know what everybody wants to see. You know, they want to watch Donnie Yen's kick some ass, right? So to combine these two elements, you know, along with having to juggle with all these positions was really tough on a daily basis.
Yeah, it was really exciting for me just because, like, I grew up doing martial arts, so getting to you to see this, but my mom is a Chinese legal expert. So I was like, Donnie Yen is in a legal thriller. So she's
I,
very excited.
I've done a lot of research on this as well because I know I'm touching upon the subjects. I didn't want to have it wrong, so I had legal consultants as well as the DOJ, the prosecution's departments to really give me these information. So every lines that I would go through, you know, these courtroom scenes, you know, we want to make sure that they're done accurately.
Yeah, if you, as Donnie, were to enter into the legal field, what do you
Yeah,
think you would specialize in? Do you think it'd be like criminal law, intellectual property, mergers and acquisitions?
probably criminal.
I'm sure that's fair.
Is to get to the bottom of it because if you're dealing with commercials and stuff like that, I mean, it's really hard to find the bottom of the truth, right? Because there's always perspective of the individuals, you know, their own benefits, right? But when it comes to criminals, I mean, you know, you're guilty or you're not.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. As your character, although, if we don't want a conviction at any cost, as
Yeah,
we've
of
learned
course.
from this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You obviously do tons of research, and I know you've played many different roles over the years.
I,
So, similarly, what is one role, if you couldn't be in film anymore, like one profession that you think you
yeah.
would want to take on?
If I don't act anymore, I probably want to continue directing because I do enjoy directing the most. Actually, in recent years, maybe I've been in a business for so long. I acted in so many films, right? 80, I think I've done 82, three films, right? So for me, acting is there isn't any. I mean, I'm not one of those actors that like to. Oh, I haven't tried this role and I want to try it. It's not me, you know. I just would like to do roles that I feel that fit into my how I live as a person.
Mm.
So there are certain roles that I've done quite a numbers of times, right? Like you know all those. I don't
Policeman,
yeah,
military.
all
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
you know, but directing actually gives me more of a because when you direct, I like the music part of it. I
Mhm.
like the editing part of it. So I like so many aspects of being a director. That's why I don't choose any other position more than directing.
Who is more challenging for you to direct, yourself or your father?
Actually, my father was pretty cool, you know, because I casted him because we were looking for someone who was going to play my father. It's just a cameo role. So I thought, hey, my father was in town because he lives in Boston, right? He's in
Yeah.
town. I said, you know, and I presented to the company. I said, you know, I wanted to have my father play, right? So he was totally natural. He just picked up. He looked at the script pages and he just made no mistakes. He just went through it, and I said, wow, this is very natural performance. Sometimes you get these performances where you don't expect them to, you know, just be themselves, right? So they are the most natural type of performance on screen.
Right. And obviously you've had your entire lives to build that father-son
Yeah.
rapport.
And I say to him, there's no one in this world can play a father that's better than my father.
Right, exactly. And also, you don't have to worry about the resemblance. It's already
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Yeah.